Hello, it is I, Shitting Turkey the Terrible, and I am once again here to give you the shittiest playthrough in the entire universe. Alright, last time we were on, we got the last remaining Sky Temple key, and with that, we're just gonna take this and, head up to the, Sky Temple. Well, not quite. I just thought of something. I'd like to hit up. I saw a couple of save points that had like some light shafts that I'm interested in, and I kind of think I want to go pursue those instead. Just kind of get some last minute items because the way I want to structure this is I want to grab any items that I can think of off the top of my head, and then once it's like I'm kind of just drawing blanks and I'd have to look up a guide to know where to go, I'm then going to just go ahead and finish off the game. And then after I finish off the game, I'm going to maybe make the next part my 100% sweep, where I essentially go around and, well, hunt for the remaining items and leave it at that. Unless I find out that I've missed a scan. Then after that, all the gloves are off, and I'm just going to finish the game and leave it at that. I have gone the wrong way. Yeah, kinda. Kind of feeling a lot better since the last stream. My brain feels quicker again. I just need to basically just kind of navigate this bullshit and then get going. That's going to be an enemy. Hey, buddy, I'm not going to fight you. Yeah, so I picked my brother up from the airport, and I think I talked about that last stream. I picked him up for because he had to briefly come back here for some let's just say some drama that was going on. Uh and then he was gonna take his vehicle and head on back to the rehab place or whatever. And in the one day that he got back here, he already relapsed again. Just started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and next thing you know, he's back on his bullshit. Um, I mean, hey, can I really judge too hard? I literally was talking about how I quit weed, and I was going on like that for a week, and then I ended up smoking with some buddies last night. Well, actually, it's midnight now, so 2 nights ago. Um, and I'm obviously not on hard drugs like he is, but it's still one of those things where, I can't be too judgmental about it because I have my own faults, I guess, but I guess I come from not a place of judgment, but more of a, you love someone, you want them to do right by themselves, and you get that disappointment if they fuck it up, right? So that's really what it is for me. I remember one of the save points had a light shaft I could jump to. There's a save point there. I know that one didn't have the light shaft. So I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is go to this one and see what I can do. Yeah, it's just sad, I guess. I don't know. With the stuff that he has got, I mean, it's not like, we're not talking just, oh, yeah, I'm a pot smoker, right? That's my weakness. We're not talking like, oh, I mean, we're talking like fentanyl and getting very shady types of drugs from. Whoa, that's slowing down the platform. That was weird. I mean, the hard stuff that could kill you, right? So it's there's a fear aspect in all of this that I don't know, man. I mean, it's just what can I do, right? He's my brother, but he's still a grown man, and I can't twist his arm and tell him what to do either way. He's got to make his own choices. Um, but I don't know. I mean, the very fact that he's even trying, right, is still great. So, you know, he's still putting up the stupendous effort and all that. So I guess it's better than nothing, but it still just doesn't it's still obviously a terrible thing. But yeah, I don't know. When he came back, he was showing me all these girls that he had been talking to in the state that he had gone to for rehab, and I was like, "Oh my God, you dirty dog." Although, like, some of the women he was talking about didn't seem like very good people. He had this one girl he was saying that he was talking to really good and staying at her house, and then next thing he knew, he woke up one morning and she was sitting on the couch. What the fuck? Uh, I mean that it's a very obvious light shaft right there. I feel like I'm meant to get over there. What? There's no way that I'm not meant to go there. I guess I'm not. Yeah, it's straight up an invisible wall. There's no way to get over there. Well, anyway, he was showing like, man, like that's one thing about him. Like he does, I mean, he is kind of a magnet in that. Well, anyway, I forgot. Yeah, he woke up that morning and that girl was sitting on the couch with another guy telling him that she thinks that, you know, they should just be friends. And I was like, "Damn, dude, that's like that's nasty. That's not even like it's like beyond just being a bad person. That's like just a gross human being." Um Man, I don't know. I think it just has to do with some people, they know there'll always be a supply of individuals who will put up with it, right? So they just keep on and don't really care. Uh, but yeah, that sucked. I felt bad for him in that regard. He wasn't really beat up or upset about it. He was just like, "Bitch, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can, I could definitely relate to that sentiment, I guess." But yeah, he was the whole time I was driving him from the airport, bro. It was like I kept hearing his phone go off for another Tinder match, another Tinder match. I was like, "Damn, son, you're pulling them left and right, aren't you?" I don't pull like that. I think I get a match on dating apps like every once in a while, you know. Um, it's more like a dust bowl for me. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just that's just how it goes, right? Some people get better success than others in that regard. But anyway, like back to I went and talked to my sister about it for a while, and with the drug stuff, we're all definitely worried about him and everything, and just kind of hoping that he can pull through the shit. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just kind of how it's left hanging right now. Just kind of just a fucked up situation, I guess, but I mean, you know, all in all, at least he seems to be happy. But I did tell him, I said, like, hey, at the end of the day, like, you know, not, you know, we need you here, as in alive and well. I don't want to be giving your eulogy when, before I even turn 30, right? So I think he's taken the right steps. It's just he's in a, you know, if any of you have ever been addicted to anything before, like let's say you've ever like smoked cigarettes or maybe like vaped if you're the younger crowd, you know, you kind of get how, you know, even stuff like that is hard to come off of. So imagine like a hard drug, right? So I didn't completely blame him, as in like I didn't cast any negative judgment towards him about it, because I get it. Rome doesn't get built in a day, I guess. I want to see where this takes me. Also, that looks cool. Probably going to be a beam ammo thing. Oh, nice. Another E-tank. So I'm gonna need one more E-tank, one E-tank, 5 missile upgrades. So that puts me at 97%. And then the beam ammo expansion, that's 98. No, one E-tank? Probably two. No, it looks like one. It's going to be one E-tank, 5 missile expansions. So that's going to make 6, and then that makes 7. 7 plus, that's 99. Maybe it is 2 E-tanks that are left. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't see why they'd give me 11 power bombs. That's not a nice number. Unless, like, it does a little bit of rounding, and at some point, one of those items will round up to an extra percent. That's the only thing I can think of. Besides, um, besides needing an extra bit of space for that final E-tank there. Oh man, you do so much damage, but I'm just gonna ignore you. But you know, overall, I feel like I did a respectable job. 91, 92%. You know, if I didn't completely clean out everything like the stickler I am, then at the very least, I would say anybody who has actually watched this playthrough, um, with some amount of diligence would say that I did, you know, give this game a fair shake. I did like give it a good look. I didn't just like kind of skim through it basically. Um, and I kind of would like to make a review of this game. I just feel like I like it so much, and it gets kind of a bad rap that I just want to set the record straight by like just kind of saying my opinions about it. I don't know. I think it has a lot going for it that and there are just a few and honestly the things that I dislike about the game are completely different than a lot of the things you hear on the internet. Like I don't think the dark world in the ammo system is a big deal, but what I do think is kind of problematic is how like a lot of the enemies are very stally. Like the commando pirates, like before you get the dark visor, oh my god, they're a pain in the ass to fight. And then there's those like I can't remember the name of them, but they're the enemies that kind of have the tentacles or whatever that like that like float in the air. Even with the dark visor, you just have to sit there and just fucking stall waiting for them to just cooperate. It's just they're very annoying to fight. Um and yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of a few things like that about this game. There was another glaring thing that I was thinking that I didn't like. Yeah, I would say that one flaw that I don't like with Metroid Prime in general is I don't like the idea that you can okay, with the exception of bosses, because I feel like bosses are kind of obvious. I don't like the idea that like you can only scan something once and then like if you miss it, it's it. It's like the ice streak bats in Metroid Prime 1. It's like really that's such a little and obscure enemy. Like here in Prime 2, it's like that remember the spider guardian, right? Like he's like the pill bug on steroids. It's like you can only scan him when he's running around in circles at the entrance. And if you screw that up and you don't scan him, like it would look like maybe you'd get a chance to okay, can I fucking move? Thank you. Jesus fuck. But anyway, um yeah, I don't know. Like the key bearer lore, I will give people that. That also kinda you know, that kinda was a bit like I didn't solve it as a kid. I actually almost sold this game at a yard sale and no one wanted to buy it. And so I gave the game a second chance like a long time later. And that's only then that I just sunk so much time into it that I figured out what I was supposed to do. Um there's a, you know, like the game's not without its flaws, but I would say that with like games like Metroid Prime, it just kind of had a lot of moments that felt a little I feel like it was smoother. It just felt a lot more stale, if that makes any sense. Like there are just a lot of aspects of the game that I just kind of felt was a bit like bland, I guess. But none of that was necessarily a dig at like Metroid Prime as a game series. I mean, at the game in general. I just remember like feeling like it wasn't as polished as like the later iterations. Um, I want to save, don't I? Oh, yeah. I should have saved first. Well, you know what? I'm just... It, I can always go back to that light shaft I missed at the sanctuary entrance. It's not a big deal. Let's just move on. Yeah, this part's kind of stupid too. I don't know if Prime's an offender of this, but sometimes the lock-on, like, tries to help you, and it just doesn't. Not trying to be negative right now. It's just, I think there is a bit of truth to the fact that you don't want to be just an annoying contrarian and say, "Oh, the game's great," when even though it clearly, I mean, say, "Oh, the game's, oh, what? These are skins?" I didn't realize all of these are unique skins. Oh, sweet. My skins are about to fucking jump. Here are the words of Akul that you may find a key lost to our cause, judicious Siak, and a small corridor within the depths. Oh, okay, so they're hints to find the key bear skins. Good, my skin percent's going up. Nice. It's 1% at a time, too. You know what? I would not have caught that. That's all of them, isn't it? That means somewhere out there I missed one lore skin. Which, considering, like, that's not bad. I don't feel too bad about that. 96% skins. I know are some bosses coming up. Yeah, not bad at all. I think I know what I might have missed. It might have been Dark Samus. Oh no. Well, what can you do? Time to move on. Because I remember there being three versions. It implied there were four versions of Dark Samus. I only got to the second one, but I'm about to get to the end of the game. So you would think that means that I missed a Dark Samus skin. Well, now I can enter the Sky Temple, so I guess, man, that's gonna, of all the things I could miss, I kind of don't want to miss Dark Samus. That one would hurt. Because I feel like that's a really big one. Oh well. Anyway, time to go. Do your cool pose and ride the light shaft. I like that. So sweet. I'm hoping that there's going to be two versions of Dark Samus in this last fight coming up. That's the only way I can think of that I would be able to get that. Because I tried over and over to skin Dark Samus when I was fighting her in Sanctuary Fortress. So I'm hoping. I don't know. Yeah, look, he's like, nope, you're not taking that energy. Got some Ingworm. I could have hit an ammo station, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I really could have, couldn't I? Well, I'm here now. No Rugrats. At least these things are paying out pretty well. I don't think I'm going to need the Dark Beam, because I mean, look where I am. Oh, but they do offer a save station right here. And since I can go back, right? Just double checking. I can go back. All right, we're going to go ahead and save right here. That's nice of them to put a save station, for the Ing to leave a save station for me. Sweet. Oh, you know, this is what's present in the preview, right? Whenever you go to the opening movie for the game, this is the thing that she is screw attacking on. Just fun fact. It's funny how they gave a preview of something from like the very end of the fucking game. But anyway, let's help the moth people. Can I scan this, please? This is the core of the final dark energy. The last collection of planetary energy lies within the core. When you place it within the energy transfer module, this world will become heavily unstable. I wonder if I can find that ing. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and head on down. This is the second time in my life I've ever done this fight. I only beat the game once as a kid. I played through some of this game when playing the trilogy, but I never ever fully beat the game. And that changes today. I mean, I've only beaten it that one time in my childhood. Love the design of this thing. So creepy. Emperor Ing, body, ruler of the Ing Horde. The target is drawing more energy from the unstable energy controller. Eliminating the targets may be an effective strategy. %97 scans. I mean, I did respectable, even if I didn't get as far as I wanted to. I can just missile him, right? Yeah, I can. Might want to run from this. Oh, so they're giving me free light beam ammo just for even. Nice. That's definitely a scannable. Ow. Ow, stop it. Damn, you're a bastard. Come on, let me get over. I should be smart and go the other way around. Well, it's over now. Wow. Got you. Okay, we'll do it right this time. Okay, respectable amount of damage, but needs work. What if I just use the seeker missiles? No, don't all aim at one of them. Fucking dumb. So if I back up this way, he can't hit me with them. How is that not hitting? Heck, if I get another good volley like that, then I'll have enough to be able to finish off this cycle pretty quickly. Tentacles aren't scannable, are they? Just wanted to make sure. Yes. Oh. Jerk. Come on, get hit. Seriously, you're gonna change direction the moment I get close enough to you? And you're fucking holding back my shot, bastard. There we go. He kind of reminds me of Spore Spawn from Super Metroid. Well, I've got a lot of power bombs, so let's use them. That didn't do dick. Ah, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I kind of just have to do drive-bys, I think. I think that's damaging them. It looks like it is. Or do I have to, like... Do I have to hit the tentacles when they come out? No, I just have to hit them. Oh god, it's getting kind of hazy in here. Okay, fuck you. Okay. Takes a long time to blow a hole in these things, huh? I'm gonna pop another one because they're being annoying. Works for me. Alrighty. Now we're on to Emperor Ing, his true form. Yeah, I definitely missed something big time. Is it like the color corresponding to his weakness? Or no, I still gotta hit it with light energy. Damn it. How? That looked like it hit him like clean in the face. Yeah, I'm not falling for that again, buddy. What? That's bull. What? Okay. He just has really bullshit hitboxes, doesn't he? I haven't hit him once. There we go. Finally a hit. Plus they make one of his forelegs like right there. That hit. You can't tell me that didn't hit. I guess I should be doing single shot since it's... Okay, so when he comes out of that cycle, you just can't trust the hitbox is going to turn on correctly. It still does a lot of damage to him at the very least. Night Barbs? Are they a new skin? I'm obsessed. Hey, let me scan you, not him. It, like, will not for the life of me, I can't get it to lock on to... I guess I should go for Dark Beam shots at this point. Even though the Dark Beam is super slow. How are you supposed to hit anything with this? I'm standing right in front of him, and I'm missing like half my shots still. This is bullshit. I hate this fight, kinda. I think this fight's kind of bullshit. Okay, you can't trust that it's gonna stay open there. Stop using Charge Beam, you're just gonna waste your shots. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this fight kind of sucks. It's just you can't hit anything, dude. I'm just gonna let myself take damage because it kind of doesn't fucking matter what I do. I guess I wait on the Night Barbs to spawn back, and then I go back to the Superior Light Beam, so I don't have to stand 2 feet away to get a hit. Can you take a hit? Like, sometimes it looks like I've completely missed them. Okay, there's another shot in, I guess. So, pretty much, once I run out of beam ammo... What? How is that not a goddamn hit? I'm right on his ass. And they don't drop any beam ammo when you kill them like that. No, yeah, they do. There they go. Finally. But can I get some dark beam ammo, please? Oh, they drop whatever beam ammo corresponds to what they get hit by. So if I want light beam ammo, I have no choice but to charge the light beam over and over. Tedious. Okay, maybe I just need to stop relying on the lock-on, because all it's doing is, like, fucking up. Like, that looked like a direct hit. What is that? Like, the lock-on isn't even trying to help me at times. Like, I'll lock directly onto it, and then it'll just go, oh, you mean, like, shoot, like, way up above where its target's located? It's like, come the fuck on. Okay, so maybe I need to just hit it with power beam shots over and over. Okay, so it's random if I hit it with the power beam shot. Got it. Okay. Do something other than... Every last one of those missed, even though I'm locked directly onto his fucking ass. Dude, this fight is not well designed. Okay, this game loses points for this fight. I'm gonna call it right there. Look at that. I'm directly locked onto him, and it's missing every shot. What's the point of the lock-on if it's not gonna work? Hello? I missed every shot. And then the auto-aim is making it worse. So I just missile him, and then... I'm basically better off just missiling him and then going for the beam shots. Oh, God. Like, I don't get the fucking point if I'm gonna miss every goddamn shot from locking on. Okay, what if I just do a lock on? No, that just bounces off his mouth. What do they want? What do they want? I'm literally aiming directly at it. I'm sorry I'm complaining a lot, but like, you're seeing this too, right? I haven't landed a single shot in like 2 cycles now. Might as well just spam at him, nothing else is working. Can I get one hit? One goddamn hit. One hit, please, for the love of God. Yeah, this is BS. Like, I know I should be waiting on his mouth to open, but even when his mouth is open, you can't fucking hit the fucker. That was a direct hit and that bounced off. Am I supposed to hit the opposite now? Is that what it is? I could be getting confused. Maybe I'm supposed to do it a different way. At least I get some health to prolong this BS fight. The missiles hit just fine. Okay, so let's try Dark Beam. Because Light Beam and Dark Beam are literally missing in every shot. Okay, so it is the opposite. Well, earlier, if I hit him with the Light Beam, it would, when it lit up like that, it meant it was vulnerable to Light Beam. And now it's the opposite? I don't get it. Whatever, as long as this is... Well, it was damaging for 5. I'm just gonna jump in the phase on and die. This is bullshit. I've already lost so much health, it's not worth salvaging. That was like... That must have been at least 2 to 3 minutes of just not landing any hits whatsoever. That's kind of that's bullshit, dude. I swear earlier, when I hit it with the light beam and like took it off of its yellow damage, it was having a, like, if it would have like a white light sphere in its mouth, that would correspond to it taking light beam damage, but it looks like it went the opposite way when I hit it with like with regular power beam missile shots. I don't know. That's a really fucked up fight. I really don't like this fight. I just feel like it was kind of half-assed done because of the lock-on. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of that's kind of like not good for a final boss fight. They should do better than that. Everything else about the fight's been fine so far. I'm just so confused about why that one little part's so broken. Okay, lock on. That's the only way I could avoid the phase-on damage. Okay, lock on, for the love of God. Man, this fight kind of sucks. Like, not in the hard, like, tough way, it's just, like, a shitty fight. Maybe I just don't understand it. Okay, lock on just broke on me again. As it's been doing this whole fight. Bro, hit your target. Yeah, this kind of sucks. I really don't like this fight. Alright, that cycle went a little bit better. Okay, stop. Go this way. Oh, let's boost ball out. Nope, didn't even get time to do it. Stop, missile. Not a single target got hit out of that. Ooh, I'm getting massive slowdown too. Hit a target. Thank you. Jesus fuck. Can you guess that have you gathered that I'm not having fun? Have you gathered that I think this fight's dog shit? Okay, so it's just a floor bomb. That missed. That was wide open. Oh my god, make it in, please. I don't want to be here anymore. I've sinned enough, God. I'm sorry, God. I did something wrong in a past life and was subjected to this fight as a punishment. Will power bombing these do it? No. Kinda. I don't know, just throw shit out. Fuck it. I guess I do have to wait for the tentacles to come out. And then even then, I'll still miss. Come on. Yeah, I have to literally wait for the tentacle. Okay. Okay, I get how you're supposed to do this now. Okay, let's see if I can say the same for the next part. This one is the motherfucker. This is the one I dread. Okay. So we're just gonna super missile his mouth. His mouth was open. And so I hate that they tease that. Like they're like, oh, his mouth's open. Here's your chance to maybe get a bonus hit. And then it just never actually is a hitbox. So many things wrong with this fight. That missed. Okay, so it's the opposite of whatever color his mouth is. I gotta remember that. Okay, I got a charge shot hit. Don't trust it. It's not a hitbox. Now it is. Okay, his mouth's gonna go back to normal. I could feel that count. Okay, you know what? Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe this fight isn't bullshit and I just didn't know how to do it. We know that this is fake. It's not a real opportunity. There we go. Come on, let me get that hit on you. Yeah, earlier I was like, huh, none of my shots are hitting. But I guess what happens is the color is their weakness if you hit them with that shot. But if you hit them with the neutral shot, then the color's now opposite day or whatever. Whatever. That's what the programmers wanted, so let them have it. On the bright side, I have a lot of missiles to play with. It's not opposite day now? I don't get it. No, I just missed my shots. Don't waste my shots. Come on. See, I'm doing great when it's the light beam. I noticed the color in his mouth seems a little more intense. I don't know if that has to do with anything. Is it now opposite day? Is that why? I don't know. Fuck it. Just destroy the night barbs. That seems to be more productive than anything the fuck I'm doing right now. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah. How about we back out now? Okay, so he's about halfway down. I'm about halfway down. So we'll see who wins it out, I guess. Is it opposite day? No, it is opposite day. Okay. No rhyme or reason to any of this. It's just sometimes it's one color, sometimes it's the other, I guess. It's a free-for-all. Hey, some bonus health. Thank you, God, for throwing me a bone and not fucking me with it. Take a hit for once. Unless it's not opposite day now, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this game wants. take one goddamn hit. I've never been more happy. Oh. All right. Okay, so it looks like when I had no hope of getting out. I mean, I probably could have gotten out of it. I was a little more proactive. Give it a second to back up. Now go for it. Sweet. Alright, I've almost killed the bastard. Yeah, you know what? I take back my complaints. I just didn't understand the fight. I thought for a hot second it was just not. Yeah, man. I was sitting there going like, why am I missing every shot? I'm not stupid. I'm not. The auto aim can't be that badly programmed. I mean, I thought maybe after getting stuck in that pillar that maybe it could, I guess. Sweet. That was a direct hit. No, you went back to the dark beam weakness, you jerk. Can I get one shot to hit? I got one little shot to hit. No, 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 no. I didn't get this far just to die. This is what I call artificial difficulty. I'm doing the sequence correctly, it's just bullshitting me. Oh, its back is vulnerable. I didn't know that bit. If I can just get a light beam's weakness, that would be wonderful. I'm so close to death too. It needs to happen now if it's ever going to happen. Yes, thank you. All right. Yes, we fucking did it. Ooh, I was close to death as well, so it needed to happen like within that cycle, I think. And there's our planetary energy. Awesome, good deal. Yeah, that fight ain't too bad. I just didn't know what I was doing at first. To be fair, it sets you up to believe that you always shoot it with the color corresponding to its mouth. So... It's weird they have an escape sequence of 7 minutes. Oh, that's right. I remember why they do this. And that's for me to know and you to find out in about maybe like 30 seconds. Well, you already know who it's gonna be. I'm thinking this is gonna be Dark Samus 4, and I somehow missed my Dark Samus 3 skin. That's what I'm thinking this is gonna be. Yeah, that looks like Dark Samus 4. Nope, it's Dark Samus 3. Okay, thank God. There's still a chance. So what damages her? Is it the light beam? Stalling ass attack. Cool looking attack though. He's gonna be invisible to that, but I still have the Echo Visor. Okay, there we go. Now he's taking some damage. Will the missile do anything? He takes missiles now. He did for a second there. Oh, and I guess I got all my health back somewhere along the way. I'm glad he doesn't swap my missiles away anymore. That's nice of him. What's my creature skin? Oh, yeah, cool. So I literally got all the... I think I got all the skins. No, I missed the lore skin, so I couldn't have. So... I'm hoping then that means when he goes invisible that I can just super missile him. I can. Great. Yes. Okay, so it's still not 100% scans. That means there's one more piece of lore that I missed somewhere. And then after that, you know, I could 100% the scans in the game. And it's just a lore scan too, so it's not like I have to... It's not... The lock-on is something else right now, I'll say that much. Let me scan him. I'm probably supposed to do something different. Draw an expelled Phazon for use as a weapon. Am I supposed to just let this hit me? Oh, yeah, maybe I'm supposed to shoot it back to him like tennis. Or, that works too. That wasn't fair. That was very unfair. So I guess I gotta deflect it back at him. I don't get what it wants me to do. Does it want me to hold my charge beam and, like, absorb it? What's the wording again? Except for draw an expelled Phazon for use. That's so vague. What does that mean? Does it, like, leave a pool or something? I don't get... Yeah, it's not clear to me at all what that's supposed to mean. Maybe I'm supposed to use the Annihilator Beam to draw in stuff? Oh, I get it now. Okay, okay. It doesn't... I wish it would be fucking explicit with you about that, but I know what to do now. That missed. That didn't miss. No, Skeeter, he's coming right for you. Okay, we know what to do now. But if I take even one hit, it goes to shit. I might game over here because he's giving me bad RNG. That's the third non-absorbable attack in a row. There we go. Yes, sir. Okay. We've got 2.5 minutes left. I need good RNG. Yes. Come on. Hit me with it. Come on. Quit wasting time. No, not that one. You dick. Stop. Nice. Okay. We made a lot out of that 30 seconds. Did he gain a little health? It looked like he did. Okay, sweet. We're off to the next, he's gonna do this again. Come on. Nope, not that one. Yes, so close. One more shot and he's down. Come on. I feel confident I've got enough time. Stop. Okay, he's at his last sliver of health now. I can't do the charge shot now. Why not? Oh my god. Will the light beam still work as a form of... Yes, it will! Fuck yeah. Interesting how he kind of reaches out to you for a second before he fades away. Now we have the Ing warriors basically saying, hey, fuck you, we're taking you down with us. But the escape route shows up. She's like, nope, not this time, and I'm gonna keep my upgrades too. Does she like turn around and wave goodbye before she walks in? That'd be kind of funny. Nah. She's like, fuck you, I'm out of here. And that's the game. And just like that, we've destroyed Dark Aether and restored the planetary energy of Aether and saved the Luminoths. The Luminoth people, the Luminoths. Pretty sure it's the Luminoths. Yeah, we saved them. And all those guys who were in that stasis chamber, and those little stasis pods, coming out of hiding and congratulating me. I like that last bit where she has her hand up. Doesn't, cool guys don't look at explosions. Cool guys don't look back when they wave. Well, that's the end. Um, so overall impressions of this game, now that I've played through it again as an adult versus childhood memories, I still think it's a great game, honestly. I feel like there's a little bit of jank with the lock-on shots. Sometimes it forces you in situations where the dark beam is a little slow, and it has its tedious moments, but I mean, honestly, small stuff in comparison to how much I enjoyed the game overall. I just felt like it was just so creative, and the environments were just so full of life and sprawling, and like I love the lore of it all. Like I like the idea that there's another alien species out there who have met the Chozo and are equally like technologically advanced. It makes you think like, how would Samus have fared if she had been orphaned and raised by the Luminoth rather than Chozo, right? Um, I just feel like there was a lot of attention to detail and care that went into making this just a really nice, beautiful game. Um, yeah, anyone who's actually sat here and watched this through with me, I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as much as I did. I really enjoyed it. I was very excited to play this game. And this actually isn't the end as far as the playthrough goes. What I'm going to do when this is over with is I'm going to eventually go ahead and go grab all of the items and find that last bit of lore that I'd failed to scan, and to make this a 100% playthrough. And then with that, I feel like I'll have completely tapped out the game, and I'll feel I don't know, I'll feel content. I'll feel this is like truly complete. But yeah, man, I mean, just fucking awesome game. It makes me excited to play Prime 4, but until I secure myself a job and have some steady income coming in, it just doesn't make sense to go and buy a Switch 2 and then like pay 500 and then 560, right, to get Prime 4. So I'm gonna just work with what I got here for now, and just but stay tuned. I do want to play Prime 4 and get some idea of what I think about it. So more to come later on with that. Um, I feel like I don't want to watch all these credits. Can I just skip this? It's not skippable. Well, that's fine. Um, you know, they made the game. Might as well see who is making it. But yeah, I don't know. Looking back, I would say I found Metroid Prime to be a lot less frustrating to play. But I still like this game better because I do like its atmosphere, and I like I feel like in a lot of ways it's more polished. And I like it better than Prime 3 as well, because Prime 3 took place on multiple planets. And so it made the planets feel a little bit what do you call it? Diluted. So I feel like this is the right balance. I know that with Prime 4, the game is set on one planet. So I am excited to see what's going on there. I already know I'm not going to like Miles McKenzie. He's gonna annoy the shit out of me, and he's gonna completely suck out the atmosphere. But I'm hoping that, like, the little bit of playthrough that I did see from the streamers is, like, maybe Miles McKenzie becomes way less relevant later. And if that's the case, then I can forgive a little bit of modern writing jank. Um, so anyway, we're gonna get a slightly unsatisfying, high 90s% for completions, but hey, but we got hard mode activated. I'm not gonna fucking play hard mode. Fuck that. But we did unlock it. We've been playing for 12 hours and 43 minutes, and honestly, I believe it. I mean, that took a lot out of me. I mean, it didn't take a lot out. I've played longer games, but streaming it and having something to say for the next 12 hours, Um, let's see what we unlocked. We put in all this work. We might as well see what we unlocked. Wow, 97 different things going on here. Oh yeah, so we got some concept art here. That must have been an early pirate design. Wait, what is it doing? Why is it scanning? Why is it... Oh, I have to use the D-pad. I mean, I can't use the D-pad. Yeah, squat that thing for us. And so I guess here's Dark Samus. I remember seeing this concept art as a kid and thinking that they intended for Dark Samus to be some tentacle monster. But it looks more like, that's regular Samus being, snared by the Ing. And then there's Dark Samus. I would have loved to read a comic book series about this game. Wow, look at the colors they used for this. It's like a white, sea foam kind of green into black, and yeah, very, very nice looking art. That looks like one of those communist propaganda posters. That's funny. That would look good on like a poster or something, or a shirt. Some of these are definitely like t-shirt designs for sure. I think this one, when I looked at there's a Super Metroid cover art that kind of looks like this one. Classic shot. Now, what are these supposed to be? Possibly some Luminoth designs? I'm not sure. Early Luminoth designs? I don't really know. This kind of looks like, kind of how they have those big, tanky, like, robot enemies in, or mechanoid enemies in, Sanctuary Fortress. This almost looks like a Torvus Bog variant of that. No, I look at the antenna. This is a Luminoth. I think. Possibly early. The pirate design they want. Either that's an early pirate design, or that's a close-up look of the Commando pirates. There's some more pirates. These are definitely early Galactic Federation designs. Man, I'm glad they didn't go with some of these. Like, some of these look a little dumb. I feel like the only one I would say might look passable is if you tried to pass this off with like thicker leg armor, and then try to say it's like a heavy mech suit or something. Okay, so that is... I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. I hope that's not a scrapped Samus design. That looks ugly. I guess and this is the... This is closer to the actual designs they ended up with. You can see the various morph ball designs. Very cool. Huh, Samus looks a bit bulkier in this one. It's her rib cage. It's very wide. I guess that's ultimately what they went with, and this is like kind of like a skeleton kind of looking thing, like an anatomy thing. Yeah, I think this was a scrapped light suit design. I'm glad they didn't go with this because I feel like Samus needs to have her classic visor, but you can very much see how it's close to Oh, that's a nice looking shot there. Of course, that definitely very well captures the feeling of getting the screw attack in Sanctuary Fortress. I guess that's just Aether in the background, but it almost looks like it's depicting a moon or something. We see some more. These are the designs I looked at earlier. So yeah, more creature concepts. I guess some of these are more of the mechanoid concepts they came up with. And I guess these, like, I know they went with that one. They went with this one, but a slightly different color. They didn't go with that one. They did go with this one. I have no recollection of that one. I'm sure they didn't go with that one. Ooh, I wish they had put this in the game. I like the look of this. Very cool. How about that? I wish I could draw like this. I'm not that talented of an artist. This one looks like how my throat feels after I get a bad bout of allergies. That, that's a butt plug. That is, some of these are sex toys. Then we got the splinters, the pill bugs, the blogs. Red Crayley, my favorite. I love the Crayleys. I remember this guy. Very goofy looking design, but he's docile, so I love him. Grinchlers, the Sand Diggers, the little virus guys. I like this one. It's kind of simple looking, but it's very cool. I guess these are some more scrap designs, or this could be the the Dark Aegon Waste Guardian. We know what this one is. We know what this one is. And I guess we're seeing them going from just a sketch to something that I guess is done up and shaded to adding some digital coloring to it. That almost looks like a scrapped pirate design. You know, like how they had the elite pirates in Prime 1? I wouldn't be surprised if this one was supposed to be an elite pirate that they decided to not go with later. Or I guess it could be the mechanoid things. It could be that too. Our least favorite enemy. I fucking hate this enemy. That's cool. Oh god. What is that supposed to be? This looks like a schizophrenic drawing or something. Nice. These must be early Ing designs. Ing warrior designs. I guess they had an idea of it looking kind of like something out of a Geiger, out of some Geiger drawings. Making it kind of crazy and wispy. And then later on, they had an idea to make it kind of like a jellyfish-ish tentacle thing, and then even had the idea to give it really long legs. So they went through a few iterations of the design before landing with what they landed with. That reminds me of the classic Metroid, like little spiky enemy things, which we don't see in this game, by the way. That's a sex toy. Man, all the work that went into drawing up these enemies. What's this depicting? I'm not sure. My brother's supposed to be coming in a little bit to pick up something he left here, so I'll have to get off if he is going to be on his way. I don't know. I'm going to go to bed if I don't hear from him soon. I'm not going to stay up all night just because he can't be punctual. So we're going to... What's this? This must be... possibly a depiction of like a Luminoth statue. This must be like the I don't know. This seems like a very early concept. Yeah, that's a Luminoth for sure. That's an early Luminoth design. Oh, that's kind of a cool design. It looks a little too ominous, though. I can see why they didn't want to go with that. That is supposed to be a mini-boss, huh? Robo or something? I can't see what it's saying. Mini-boss Sky. Maybe it was supposed to be a mini-boss in Sanctuary Fortress. Kind of creepy looking. So spin, shot, something. See some blobulous things. Oh, I'm getting tired, but I want to keep looking. Oh, you know, this might be these might be concept art for the that Galactic Federation mini boss, trooper mini boss that you fight to get a missile upgrade. I can see they might have tried to go with more creepier iterations of it in the past. That looks like an early sketch of the cover art that you see in the game later, or on the game cases later. That's the Emperor Ing. I guess they originally intended him to be much bigger, because Samus to scale doesn't even go up to the half point of the barbs on his feet. There's Dark Samus. Veiny, transparent, black-green texture, only seen in reflection map. Enemies are more solid, seen at times. Huh. So the wisp tentacles were, supposed to look a little grosser at one point. There, they're kind of drawing out Samus's arm and stuff. I think that's supposed to be Samus. She looks very skinnied out in this one. Maybe this was more of just a motion fluid kind of thing. There's obviously a Luminoth. There is the Aegon Waste Guardian. Light, dark, something. Trichopede. So they originally wanted to call it a trichopede, I guess. These are obviously the flying pirates, and there's Samus. Like, nope. Oh, look, you can see her visor is more akin to the Metroid Prime Super Metroid visor. This must have been a very early concept. I guess there was originally an enemy that was supposed to snare you with spider webs. We know about these guys from Torvis Bog. Shake, stop, X something. I can't read their handwriting. Bug, plant, I think is what that's saying. Come. Or I can't read what it's saying. Oh, what is that supposed to be? Oh, that must be like a it must be like some early concept for Luminoth technology. Yeah, same thing here. This must be like what they wanted the energy controller to possibly look like. I could see that being the. Oh, you know what I think this might be? I remember reading that when you remember when you look at like the Sonic visor and everything's kind of like black silhouette looking. I remember they originally wanted the Dark World to have that kind of look, but they couldn't pull it off. This might have been an early concept of that. That is definitely, oh, Digital Dark World. Must have been a very, very early concept for Sanctuary Fortress. Look at the moons. I don't believe you ever see any moons in the final game. This must be a later design of the light suit. Look, it looks very close to the final thing. It would have been cool if you could have had these light shafts coming out at all times, but I'm betting for performance reasons they couldn't just do that. Those are the scannable translator modules, or the thought clusters. I actually heard that these are actual like language. This is actually these are actually coherent languages, but I never. Yeah, there it is. There's a translation right there, just as I was saying it. I don't even know how you'd start reading it, honestly. Hmm. And that's it. That's all we've got so far. Wait, I just saw something that said key. I forgot. What does key do? Oh, it just takes away the thing. Well, that's it. That's it for now. We're gonna come back and get that final skim and grab the last few items to 100% this shit, but I mean, yeah, I just really love this game, and you know, just I wanted to play it through, and I'm glad I did. And with that, I'll be back later to 100% this, but without further ado, goodbye forever.